everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, an NFC North matchup of two guys that have battled for years in this division. It's the Lions and Matthew Stafford taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams that say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Defense showing blitz. Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball. But football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential. He's realizing it here.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing, Hundley. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now they'll run on the draw. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. On the ground, it's Reddick. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Hundley. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. Flush to his right. Completes it to Lee. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
With a carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Jones, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are in for 6. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Green, the tight end, in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's McCarthy, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Green, the tight end, in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now back to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now Riddick. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Here's Riddick. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Play action. It's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Now that looked like the Colin Kaepernick we got to know early in his career. Able to scramble and pick up a first down. We haven't seen as much of that in recent time.
Yeah, you know he's got the size to do it. Out of high school, 6'5", 170, but now 230, and we see what he can do with that frame.
And I heard people didn't want to step in as a hitter against him because he was a pretty darn good pitcher in high school, too.
92-mile-per-hour fastball in high school. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Packers! Taylor Gabriel as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Crosby on now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Lions. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and just one. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. It's complete. It's Gore. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. but it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
This is screen to Abdullah. And Abdullah lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing the score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The slot man in motion right. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's to the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Let's go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And some space here. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.